How many times have you heard a noise in your home in the middle of the night, thought it was a burglar, but eventually got up to check it out and then realized that it was something stupid, like something was falling off your counter? How many times? Okay, my message is this. Your biggest fears never happen. I'm going to give you 2 great examples from my own life sleeping outside, okay? So, actually I can give you 3, and one's from like 10 years ago. But check it out. If this is your first time coming to my channel, thank you so much for coming. I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, champions. You are my new champion. So do me a favor. First of all, hit that subscribe button. Actually, don't subscribe. Give me some time. Give me some time to earn that subscribing. But if you would, please comment below and tell me, how did you find my channel and what's your name? Well, my name is Liberty V Justice, and there's no period in my V because my victories never end, and yours don't have to either, my friends. It's all up to you. You can be your own hero. So check it out. Recently, I heard this like rattling noise. Every night I hear this, and I swear I don't remember this noise ever. And this is the same spot that I have been sleeping at, okay? And it's, it's probably because it's extra windy now. It's never been this windy in LA, especially not in May, right? Not as far as I've been here. This has been 3 years. So I hear this noise, and I actually, it's that, and then there's some other noise, and it sounds like a man breathing. You know what I mean? Like I literally thought it was a man walking up to my spot, standing behind my head, and breathing like this. So recently, I checked this out, and I realized it's just the palm trees. It's the leaves on the palm trees. They're so big, and all the leaves are so damn heavy here. They make so much noise. I'm not kidding you. And those leaves are hard to blow because they're heavy, right? But they're just like, this is amazing to me to this day. The leaves in LA, the bugs in LA, the people. I'm still amazed. I love you, LA. It's been 3 years. It's our anniversary. Well, it was the 21st of May. But anyway, I'm still in love with you, LA. I'm mystified. I'm curious about you. I want to get to know every part of you, LA. I love you so much. Okay. So that's one example of your biggest fear. That's a fear. A big fear for me is, a guy coming up on me on my spot while I'm sleeping outside, So it wasn't true. It never happened. Okay? It wasn't my crazy brain. It was my imagination, My mom always said, "You're so dramatic, Liberty." Dramatic people get all the money. All right. Number 2. Here's another great example. There's a guy that works at the store that I go to, and I love the store, except when he's there. He is a bad man, okay? He yells at me. I can tell he has woman problems. It's okay. He has no right to yell at me, but he scares me. He terrifies me, in fact. And when I went into the store today, I thought I saw him, but I was like, okay, he looks so angry. I'm just going to do my best to stay away from him. And I even called ahead to make sure he wasn't there. My favorite manager said, no, he's not going to be here at all today. Okay, I was like, cool. And so I was like, oh God, what am I going to do when I go back? I want to eat my food. I don't want him to be around me and stuff, right? I'm not even going to eat in the store, but I do have to use the bathroom, right? It wasn't him. I asked, the other manager came over to me to say hi, and it wasn't him. It was a different guy. I said, you told me that guy wasn't here. It was a whisper. What if he hears me? He'll kill me. But it wasn't even him. There's 2 examples of your biggest fears not happening. Number 3, here's another one. I was about to join a church one time, and this was about, when was this? I want to say 2010 maybe, 2011. So it was maybe it was 10 years ago, 8 years ago. I'm not sure. It was many years ago when I was living in Pennsylvania, Erie, Pennsylvania. Oh, shout out to Erie, Pennsylvania. And, so I had been at this church for a while. Maybe, 6 months or a year, and I was like, I'm going to join this church. So I went through we had to go through classes if you want to be a member. So I went through classes, went to Bible study, and so they had to vote, do you, vote the people in. Do you want Liberty to be a member? Well, my name was Heather back then. But anyway, so I go and we're all like up on stage and I'm terrified. Like I couldn't sleep that night. I couldn't sleep Saturday night. Sunday I get up and I'm like, oh God, please help me. What am I going to do? What if they don't vote me in to be a member? Blah. Yeah, again, I'm being dramatic. Dramatic people got all the money, honey. Private jet sex. That's what I'm talking about. 11 years I haven't had sex, y'all. 11 years. You wonder why I got energy? That's why. No sex for 11 years because I'm the best wife ever and I'm waiting until I get married. So please help me out and comment below so that eventually I can earn some money so I can eventually get my private jet sex, okay? Thank you. You're worth it. Okay. But guess what? It never happened. When I get on the stage, everybody got voted in. I mean, why would they not vote us in, right? Of course they're going to vote us in. It's just politics. It's just politics, though. Some red tape you got to go through, but still, it never happened. So I just gave you 3 examples of your biggest fears never happening from my own life. Your biggest fears never happened. So what I'm saying is that same thing I say to you every day, every message is just a different way that I give it to you. You know what I mean? It's like I'm a chef, right? And I'm baking you a cake, but each time it's a different cake, but it's still cake. I don't know if that metaphor makes sense, but the point is you can do anything you want to do. You are infinite in value and just do it because, why not? I mean, your biggest fears, would they never happen anyway? One more thing, Grant Cardone says that fear's favorite food is time. So when you're sitting in your home, I know this and I can recall how time flies when you're having fun, but it goes so slow when you're miserable or when you're scared especially. So I was scared. In my home one time I heard this night, I really thought somebody was trying to rob me. I was terrified. I must have sat there, it must have been maybe 15 or 20 minutes. It seemed like 12 hours. Like I couldn't, literally, I thought it was hours. And I looked at my watch or my phone or whatever it was. I don't think I wore a watch at that time, but I remember it was maybe 20 minutes, but I literally thought it was hours. That's how bad it was. And like I said, when I got up, it was nothing. Like it was my cat jumping off the counter, So I just wanted to say, man, please don't be afraid of anything because coronavirus is not real, but even if you believe in it, it doesn't matter. Fear alone will get you sick. Fear of the unknown will get you sick, or it can excite you. When I was on my first bus ride to move to my second state, before I came to California, I became homeless in Columbia, South Carolina. Now I'm at home because I love myself and I love California. Knows how to party, but not in COVID-19. Okay. But seriously, I was excited. I couldn't wait to start my new life. I thought I had an apartment waiting for me, but when I got there, when I got halfway there, I called the people on the phone and I just knew. I knew I was going to be sleeping outdoors. I was terrified, but I was like, forget that. I'm not turning around now. God has plans for my life. And it took me 5 years to get to where I'm at, and I didn't get here because of fear, okay? So thank you so much for watching. Don't be afraid. Don't give fear its favorite food, which is time. Starve fear. Do it now because you're worth it. Thank you.